take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eat blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
The tackle by...
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And got his man complete. Past the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
He will score. Yes. Touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. On play action, Love to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, kick this one away. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert will try and set up the screen to Swift. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's caught. Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
At the 43-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run out of the gun with Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
The 23-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to... And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh, 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st down, Kansas City.
Love, they go play action now. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing. Love. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. For the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his side. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Herbert now. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herbert back to the air. And now the ball's out, fouled in midfield. It's picked up by the Chiefs. Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
He was brought down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
14. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This one down to about the 5. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jake Bunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught. One-handed. Oh, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs 7. Michael.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
Lambo on for the extra point. And good, this becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Raiders 21, Chiefs 14. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Smith catches left side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Harmon, incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs. Number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just a series.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jake Butt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
K.J. Hamler returning it. They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2, Herbert. The man is Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Vegas.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
44-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. First down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 1 call remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 21.
Back on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is going to be 3rd and 13. Complete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, given them, whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action this time with Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long for Love. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it
a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. Side of midfield at the 45.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and a yard.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there from McCaffrey. 63 yards on the ground. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. And Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on. Between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.